Hey everyone, MLive's Brendan Quinn here alongside Michigan football beat writer Nick Baumgartner at Ohio Stadium in Columbus following Michigan's season-ending loss to Ohio State. A valiant effort, a good game, something that I think probably fans would be proud of and all that stuff. But, before we get into Brady's status, why don't you just what you thought of the game as a whole, and one that you could say they let it get away from them again?
Well,
they were in it.
Got beat by a better team again.
Yeah.
But, it felt like last year a little bit for a while, in that they come out and all of a sudden they just decide that they want to play offense for the first time in a month.
Yeah.
I can't figure out for the life of me why that is a thing. But anyway, so, that's a game. They're in the game and they're competing and they're battling. It turns into something where they couldn't get off the field in the second half. With JT Barrett before he goes down with that injury, they couldn't stop the run, give a few big plays, and eventually that offense just puttered out. And by the end of the game, I believe they had like 108 yards through basically the third quarter and most of the fourth before the last. So they gave it a fight. They never quit. They didn't quit all season. Certainly didn't quit today. But when it was all said and done, they didn't have enough firepower, and that's it.
So now with the status of the program, we've now spent basically the last 24 hours alongside each other, and I'd say we've spent the majority of that trying to figure out how the hell this is actually going to play out. Whether. Not if at this point. I think it's when, not if, and what the different scenarios are. What's kind of bouncing around your head in regards to that?
Well, Brady Hoke says today that he's going to plan to be the coach because that's all he can do. He hasn't been told that he'll be the coach. He hasn't been told when his meeting with Jim Hackett will be. However, we know that's going to happen.
Yep.
Jim Hackett told us last week or whatever it was, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, that he was going to be. Sounded like he was going to do it in a classy manner. He was going to be, respectful of Brady. It wasn't
an
going to be
actual job evaluation.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be a rushed hatchet job or something like that, where you just come in and ask him, as he gets on the bus. So but at this point, we're sitting here looking at they're 5-7. They lost again on the road to a rival. They're worse. They've been worse every year. They've missed a bowl. They've completely regressed in every area. And I know that they'll sit there and they'll spin this youth thing, but at the same time, they're just not getting any better. And at this point, change is completely inevitable.
Yeah.
It's now, in my opinion, it's just a matter of when. And that when is the big question, because if it happens quickly, I would think you'd need to move pretty quickly on your next hire. If you decide to wait, maybe that changes. But I think you got to do it sooner than later.
Well,
it wouldn't be fair to Hoke if you make him wait.
Or the players, or anyone,
so,
or the followers of the program.
You can take your time and be deliberate with it, but I wouldn't think that they'll drag their feet. There would be no reason to at this point.
No. So, that'll be it. It's the end of the season. I'm sure we'll be talking again soon. But for Nick and myself and Michigan's 2014 season,
We'll see you later.
Thanks.